Hi there, it's Moira McDonald. Thanks very much for joining me today. I've been set a wee project by one of my friends. She had asked about joining two wee booklets together with a view to having a wee kind of dangle hanging from the outside of the two books and the books effectively being joined. Well, it's not, when I say books, what she was actually using is cards. What I've done is I have cut some small cards. I think there's something like 3 inches going that way and about 3 1/4 going that way. I've filled them with paper and I've sewn it in the middle. Now I'm going to use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to try and stitch these together, and I've already made the holes that are appropriate. What I did was I took a piece of paper that's the same size as the centre, folded it in half so that I knew where the spine would be, folded it in half again that way, and effectively where the 2 lines cross is your centre point for your stitch. I then fold it up from the bottom to meet that line, and that gives me another intersection there, which is my bottom hole, and I fold it down from the top to meet the line, and that gives me another intersection, which will be the top hole. Put that in the centre of the books, lined it up with the pages, and that's where I put my 3 holes. So that's basically how I've measured it out. Now what I want to do is I want to be able to join these 2 books together, and when I was looking at it, I had a go at it, and basically it did join them, but it didn't join them as securely as I would have liked. So I think what I need to do is effectively join them almost like you were sewing together, or you were lacing up a shoe, if you like. So it's figuring out how I've come in through the back so that I've got a bit there to put my beads on. I'm going to go through the middle, let me think. Right, gone through the middle there. From here I would ordinarily go in through the bottom one up towards the middle and back up and join them there, the 2 of them there, but I want to add the other book, so I think what I want to do here is I want to go through the middle hole of this second book, through the bottom hole of the second book, into the first book in the bottom hole, now wait a minute till we have a look at this. Right, come back out here, back through the centre hole, ideally trying to avoid puncturing the thread you're using. Go back in the 3rd hole of the other book, that's the second book, up to the top hole, this looks a bit strangly, and that should attaches. Ah, it has. Right, now all we've got to do is tie them off and put our beads on it, but I'll run you through that again because it was a bit as clear as mud when I was doing that. Right, I take my first book with my 3 holes, I come in from the back in the top hole and I go out in the middle hole. I then take my second book, which is this one here, and wait a minute till we tighten that up a bit. I have gone out through the middle, so I go into the second book from the middle. In the second book I come out in the bottom, go into the first book in the bottom, come out in the middle, go up to the top. Is that right? Wait a minute, hold on till we just check. Aye, that's us. Right, I'm going to try and tie this off. And I'm hoping that's tight enough. Should be. Right, obviously my dangles are way too long, so I'm going to shorten them a bit and leave it like that. And that's my two books together, and I can put my beads here. So let me just try and clarify exactly what I've done. Two books, made my 3 holes in both books. In the first book I come in from the back at the top hole, so I've got a bit of thread line, go back out through the middle. As I come out through the middle, I go into the second book from the middle in towards the centre of the second book, go down to the bottom and go through that hole at the bottom of the second book. I go through the hole in the first book from the bottom towards the centre of it, up through the central hole again, into the centre hole of the first book, and then bring it up and out through through the second book and out through the top, and both of my threads should be outside. Both my books have got a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and they're joined together. Whoopsie daisy. They're joined together, and I've got 2 wee things. And where's my beads? Right, I don't know if these beads will fit. I'm hoping they do. They're tiny little beads. It was a tiny little book. It's always impressive when you can't actually open a plastic bag. Right. It's a nice wee yellowy bead. Another wee, oh, there's a wee green bead. Oh, no, oh, there's a wee green bead. A wee green bead and a wee yellow bead. Let's see if they fit through the thread. They might fit through the thread, but it's what's up for grabs is if I can tie the thread once it's through in a big enough knot that the wee bead's not gonna. Oops. I maybe should have left this a bit longer. I think we might need double knot that to make that knot a wee bit bigger, because I don't know if it's going to be big enough to stop that bead falling off. I think that's okay. Tying a wee knot, making a wee double knot. Those wee bits off a wee bit because they're a wee bit long. Ta-da! Right, I really hope this is what Bonnie was meaning when she was asking me about this. So these wee books obviously can now be decorated in some fashion on the outside if you're that bothered. But to reiterate, because I don't think I'm particularly clear on how I've done it, Start from the outside of the first book, go in through the top hole, leaving your thread at that side. Come in, come back out at the middle hole, go in through the second book in the middle hole, go down to the bottom and come out, go into the first book through the bottom, go up and through the middle, then go into this one again through the middle, trying not to pierce through the thread you're using, then bring it up the top, back out the second book at the top and tie the two little threads in a knot, and you will have joined two wee books. And then you've got two wee ends to dangle and you can decorate your wee book. I will decorate my wee book, by the way, because I've got some wee things. I've got a wee, it's a stamp, well it looks like a stamp, it's cut like a stamp but it's actually a button, and I've got one of those pieces of washi tape that was put on card, so I can add that there, add that and maybe add a wee bit of lace, and that'll be my little decorative booklet on the front, and obviously I can decorate it back and it can go in a journal as an extra wee bit of journaling space. So I hope I have done what we were discussing this morning, and my friend likes it, and that's us. So I hope that was useful for somebody, anybody, and I haven't just clouded everything up or got the wrong end of the stick. So you can let me know what you think. It's maybe not been my finest tutorial, but considering I wasn't really sure what I was doing, I made the best of it. Right, thanks very much for your time. I shall see you all again in the not too distant future, because I will have a journal share to show you quite soon. So thanks very much for your time, folks, and I'll speak to you later. Bye, bye.